I'm Suma, the SAP coordinator from CP Goenka International School. So today we have the team of Grady International who would be taking through a presentation on after school program, which we are planning to start in our school soon. So we have Varsha ma'am, who is the director of Grady International Thane. Over to you, Varsha ma'am. Please take the presentation ahead. Ma'am, you will have to unmute. Yeah.
Sorry. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Suma ma'am. Good morning, everyone. And pleasure to be here with you today to take you through the Grady International Theatre program that we plan to start at CP Goenka School. And with me, we have here Rushali also. She is my co-partner for Thane, and we would be walking through the program, what it includes, and certain activities which will let you know how it benefits the parents or the students. So to start with, I would want you to just go through a small slide. So when you went through the video, it showed you the active classrooms. So we are conducting these sessions for across 40 plus countries, last over 20 plus years. And so when a child attends our class, there are multiple nuances of the personality of the child that we touch base on. So just to take a quick walk through the legacy that we hold, we are the world's #1 developmental drama academy. We started in Australia, and we started with a requirement of enhancing English in the students. And from there, we have expanded and we are present now 40 plus countries globally. Our head office is in UK, and we are operational in India since 20 years. And we are placed in every prominent city across the country. We have 70 plus centers now where we are conducting. And when I say cities, the cities would have multiple schools and studios that we have. Over 50,000 students have enrolled in this program. Annually, we have these numbers increasing year on year. This program offers a very innovative way of thinking in students. It's different than the traditional methodology of learning. We come with a methodology which is more of experiential learning, participative learning, that the child participates through the different activities that are there in the classroom. Our classes are fun for kids. When they enter the class, they come there, they don't have benches to sit. They're there standing, being the character, enacting the role and learning from that. We also have an announcement here to say that Grady is a part of the largest media group, the Trafalgar Education, where we are there, the Trafalgar Entertainment, we are a part of it. And Drama Academy is where we have even done musicals under Grady. We also are a partner with Trinity Training. A child who enrolls for our speech and drama program also goes through learning for Trinity. And this child can, with a little extra session, get certified from the Trinity College of London. We have international presence. As I started saying, we are present in Australia, New Zealand, UK, United States, South Africa, Malaysia, Singapore, Hong Kong, Malta, China, India, and many more countries, and still spreading. Okay, so to coming to the crux of it, like education is not about learning facts, but the training of the mind to think. So when we say this, how would our mind get trained? Our mind gets trained through an experiential learning program. So even when we were growing, we have got trained through certain experiences. So what happens through drama? The child goes through multiple experiences, multiple characters, multiple ways of human emotions, experiencing it, and from there coming up with a mindset, coming up with a, I would say, a critical thinking aspect of exchange of thoughts between two persons, a group of people, so on and so forth. So what are the objectives that we speak about when we conduct any theater program? There is an objective that every institution will walk through. So through creative dramatics, the participants will find themselves explore their personalities. Okay, what happens is, as students, the sooner we develop these abilities, the sooner we learn to control our emotions, the sooner we experience language to exchange our thoughts and communicate our ideas. That is where the overall personality development in that particular person happens. The spontaneity is important. The tools of life here gets enhanced. Our theater program helps immensely in this process. Let me begin with certain elements. So if I have to say facial expressions, theatrical movements, speech delivery, props, how different props are used, the stage, the use of the stage, the space of the stage, the body language, when I am enacting a particular character, the body language that I have, the awareness of the audience, and when I'm speaking, let's say if I'm on the stage and I have to speak something, I should be aware who's my audience, what is the reaction of my audience, how are they responding, and what is the response that I want from them. So that is exactly what stage prepares you for. Also, when we are growing, there is a way that we learn things. We participate. After we participate, then we structure what went good, what did not go that well. Then we put across an experiment again. We change the way we have done things. We bring in some newness to it. And then we again get into presentation. Drama prepares you for that. Drama, theater prepares a child for this. So rehearsals, preparations, and presentations are a key when it comes to theater. And from this, the elements of practice before performance, experience in the performance, experiment in the next performance, correct yourself where needed, and again confidently enter the stage for your new performance. That is what a theater program will prepare a student for. Today, since we are in this medium of interaction, else we are even announcing a demo class where we would invite you, and we will be doing certain activities. Even as parents, you can be a part of it and experience the nuances on the stage, experience how it, the learning that you do there gets imbibed into you, how the learning on the stage impacts the overall thinking. And when you're exchanging your thoughts with a person, when I'm speaking with you, the body language, the children start understanding body language, because it's not only about what we speak, it's also about the non-verbal. When we are speaking, how the body is reacting or how the body is expressing what are our thoughts. It can be facial expression, it even can be your body language on the stage, off the stage, that the child has to be prepared for. These are the critical elements that we work on. Now, if I have to go to the next level of theater even goes to a level of critical thinking. Okay, creative thinking. Now, if I have to talk about critical thinking, let's say a situation is happening on the stage and the child and maybe the co-actor has at that point of time not able to cope up, or suddenly you see the co-actor is not able to deliver the line. This child at that point of time takes a decision, and this child takes over the dialogue, or maybe just improvises it there and there and manages the show. The child learns at that point of time that it's critical that I take over. Even creative thinking here is working, because if the child is improvising, the student is actually coming up with something which was not there. And the person is aware that there's an audience sitting there and I have to run the show. The show has to go on. So the creative thinking and critical thinking hand in hand, plus the student has collaborated, because here the student exactly knows what the next dialogue is going to be, what the character is going to say. When the character misses it out, this student knows that the whole play is depending on this flow. So this student is collaborating in such a way that the next character, whatever the lines the character has or whatever the scene has to happen will fall in place. And this is something which we have witnessed in every session that we do. When children start participating, they really start understanding and they perform so well that they know where to take care of the co-partner, the person who is presenting along with me. Collaborative thinking becomes a big time, I would say, behavioral trait where they start understanding the person. Empathetic thinking also gets activated here. Spatial thinking, the whole stage, okay? It's like you must have seen, somebody just stands at one place and speaks, hold on to the mic, putting the hands in the pockets. All these are where we are not using the space on where we are. Like it can be the stage, it can be an open room. I have to use the space because I have to reach to the last person sitting there. From the first to the last, I have to be there. I have to be felt when I'm speaking. That spatial thinking happens in the student because we start sensitizing them. Like when you're speaking, how are you looking at the person? What is your body saying? Is the person responding to you? And how much space, like what is the character that you're into? Are you a tall person? Are you a short person? Are you a young person? Are you an old person? Are you a male, female? Are you a living thing or a non-living thing? How will things around you move? This also, the spatial thinking also creates a more understanding of the visuals around, okay? More understanding and awareness of what is happening around me. And with this, I am in the present. I am not wandering, I am in the present. I am in the particular situation. That is what will happen to the child because they will start practicing over and over. Decision making and problem solving that I gave you, cited with the example where the student forgets the line, is automatically showcased here. So enhancement in thinking happens, and it's critical, for us, for everyone to know it's not about just doing things the way it is told. It is about coming up with the original thinking, coming up with my original thought process. Because when I'm assertive, when I'm speaking and somebody is listening and responding to me, I become more confident and I know where am I supposed to improvise if certain lines are not, creating the impact that I want to create on my audience. And the very important thing, when we are speaking through this online medium, which we all are experiencing, we are humans and we need to interact. So theater gives that space for interaction. Like this session, if we are doing in a classroom, the vibes would be very different. Okay, the energies would be different. You yourself may be having certain questions now. So when we are sitting across and exchanging thoughts and actions there, then the outcome of that particular session is different. It's unique. And that's exactly what the student would go through. It's a power-packed session wherein the thoughts are channelized at every given point of time in every character that they play. Okay, Vrushali, we would not be able to do the lines, right?
Yes, we will not be able to do.
Yeah. Okay. We had a certain monologues for parents, but then we would do it in the demo session when you come in. Okay. So now what happens when we are into this experience of drama, what is happening, the spontaneity, the interactive experience, because I'm there, I'm playing a character, and if I'm not into theater, I may be into a debate. When I'm into a debate, I have to be very specific on who am I playing, what am I doing, okay, and what am I trying to communicate to the other person. So stage makes you aware. So that spontaneity of thinking gets imbibed into your day-to-day language, day-to-day experiences, and day-to-day responses, I would say. Interactive experience, because it's not only about me, it's about people around me, the surroundings around me. It's about what is happening to me at that particular time. So when I interact with the particular situation, then if I'm aware of this experience, then it's very, when in the future, whenever such experience is coming to me, I'm very well prepared to respond to it. Now, for this, there has been a study, actually, a research has happened when a certain set of students were trained on handling a situation where students are getting bullied. They were trained on it. So there were role plays done, there were small dramas set, and the students were a part of it. And there was another set of students who were not made a part of this. And this was, since it was an experiment, so the students were not made a part of it. Now, after a few days, a situation was created where certain grown-ups kids were brought in and they were asked to bully children when they're coming out of the school. Now, the students who had not gone to this experience, they had not gone through this workshops that were conducted, did not know how to handle the situation. Some of them were shocked, some of them started crying, some of them did not know what to do. They just followed what was being told to them. Whereas students who had gone through certain experiential learning areas, when they face this bullying situation, yes, students being students, if they do feel scared, but then their mind immediately bounced back because they knew that now this is a situation which I have to handle. And then they went to the teacher after this, or they went and immediately called their parent, or they went and called some elder students, and they had their own ways of handling the situation before, or rather not getting panicked. So spontaneity, interactive experience is where the brain starts getting trained on reacting to certain situations, certain emotions that may happen around you. Many a times, even when it comes to now, when I'm talking about collaboration and teamwork, many a times, we think, okay, coming together and doing a project is teamwork. It's not like that. In a teamwork, you have to be very much into an active listening mode. In teamwork, it is more of how I listen to the other person more than what I say to the other person. If I listen to the person well, then I'm in a position where I can, respond to the person or align with the person in the particular activity. It can be a speech, it can be a project, it can be whatever. It can just be a dialogue. Usually, when we talk about teamwork, it's coming together and completing a project happily. Okay, fine, that's teamwork. But teamwork also has its own nuances. How I communicate. Okay, do I criticize a lot? Do I listen well? So children have to be into collaborative mode where if one child is performing, how are they expressing to the other child? Are they helping the person build up the character, or are they making fun of the person? Also, it need not be that they're actually making fun out of awareness. It can just be that, it's like, okay, somebody's going wrong, no problem, but how do they bounce back from it? Do they come back and immediately help the person correct? These are small areas which theater builds a student. Theater is a life experience. It is something which we are working in and out. It is not something that is just getting trained into a pen and paper. So building a life skill is what it works around. Encouraging expressions purely. If I want to say something, I will say it. And more than the words, I'll express it in such a way where my voice, okay, my voice quality, my pace, the way I'm speaking, okay, the stress, where am I stressing, what is that I want to say, I will understand, I learn. And this in totality will contribute to the personal growth, the social skills, and as I said, in a nutshell, the mindfulness and the presence on stage. Stage, when we are doing theater, and that too, it's like developmental drama, experiential learning, where every time I will improvise and be better than what I did last time. When we are doing a play, because your students will be participating in plays, they will be right play setup for you. And in every quarter, one play would be set, children will be performing, and there would be more to it. There would be snippets, there will be monologues, there will be mimes, which together culminate as a play. And when we present it, so that's the time, by the time the one play gets presented, the child has gone through all these experiences. And gradually, when they participate into the next play, where their character development, even students will develop the characters, they will write the script, they will do directions, they will do the stage decor, they will learn many things in the session. So that's where I call it the live experience, where they will be the one who, when they're doing the third presentation, they would be the one who would have directed the whole scene. Some of them will be actors, some of will be directors, some of them will be the stage management team. And that's how they learn handling the whole event. That's where the leadership skills get developed. So in a broad spectrum, the critical approach to study, analyze a situation, and then produce an action. Till now, whatever I was trying to explain to you in many words. Creative approach to challenges, reframing the possibility, come with a new and a fresh and an unexpected idea to solve it. So whenever some problem happens, first time the trainers are training, the second time students come up with their ideas, and we ourselves have experienced it so much that we are sometimes surprised that they bring such newness and such freshness in their thoughts. Even we have activities where on the stage where real life situations are given, and then they are like news reporters taking interviews, okay, or they are creating certain news or advertisement or something on those lines, where their ideas are so fresh and concepts also unique that thinking also somewhere gets like, they get motivated. Okay, this makes sense and I can work on this. So that's also a space the students come across with. Now, emotional approach to managing and channelizing feelings constructively. I have a lot of energy. I know how to express, but if I don't structure my expressions, then they do not create the impact. In fact, it looks more of a tantrum, or it looks more of an exaggerated expression. But I have to learn to balance. How do I express and how do I put across my emotions, and what are the words and my sound quality that matches so that my message is delivered well. Social interactions. Yes, today students have to learn interaction and group dynamics. It cannot be just about me. It has to be about my team. Active listening and being in the present that I started saying. And go to the next slide. Okay. So now the program that we are planning to start in CP Goenka School Thane. The sessions will be there every Thursday, 4:30 to 5:30 is the proposed timing. There will be multiple scripts performed. As I said, we'll start with one play presentation, then the next, and every script will come. Even maybe in the third quarter, we will even go for Shakespeare, is what we plan for, considering the children development. The various characters in the play, a child has to be the character and learn how this particular character will think, behave, walk, talk, and so on and so forth. Okay, so broad spectrum here gets addressed. And these diverse thinking abilities are valuable not only for the stage, but also for the various aspects of life and the career in the future. Now this program, the start date is 10th of August, and the demo session would begin, and all of you can join the demo session, experience the session, whatever we have said. As I said for today also, in fact, we were planning, since this is a YouTube live, I could not, but then we were planning interactive session when we do it in the demo class, and there will be a monologues and character building that we will even do with you. So experience it. And you will be receiving a Google form to register for the demo session, and this will be circulated from the school sent to you. You may confirm your admissions after you have attended the demo session. So experience it. And if you're sure that you want to go for it, then you may still register yourself for the sessions. But then if you want to know what exactly happens, let me understand, come for the demo session. And after that, after the demo session, every Thursday, the sessions would begin. The fees for these sessions, this year that we are giving is 12,000 rupees. It's payable in 3 parts. You pay at the beginning, then you pay after 10 sessions, and then after 10 sessions. Performances will be on the stage. The last closure activity for this year plan is a culmination, and here are our phone numbers where you can contact us. So I'll request you all, if you want to, you may take a screenshot of this, so you can have the numbers handy and the email ID handy. You can write to us, call us if you have any queries after this session today. And you're welcome to join for the demo session, please. You can even invite other parents and students for these sessions. It's open for all. I hope you have taken a screenshot. And now I have completed a briefing of what we have, and I would be happy to take question and answers.
So we have one question here, Mr. Dinesh Harchandani. He's requesting that if we can shift this classes to weekend batch. So
okay. We can, right? Let's start the Thursday batch, sir. If we have more requirements for the weekend also, we can have a batch then. We can shift, but right now we are going ahead with a Thursday batch. What say?
Yeah, so Thursday, if you can come for a demo session,
yeah,
we may ask all the parents their convenience. Depending upon their enrollment, we can definitely think. Suma ma'am also is saying that we can really think after enrollments. So Thursday, yes. Let us meet all together. Let's take a poll. Then we can.
Yes.
Yeah.
Any other question, Ms. Roshali?
So far, no. So far, only this question is there.
Okay.
Okay. We have one more question from Ms. Jagruti Surana. Per class, how many students are there? So per class, we will be having around 20 kids, not more than that. Yes, parents, you can ask questions here. Okay, Ms. Jagruti is asking one more question, that is, what is the ratio of teacher and student? So it is 1 teacher for 20 students.
Okay, I'll want to answer this forward, Ms. Jagruti. In a drama, it's more about a group functioning, a group working. So 1 teacher and the students. Now, when the students come together, there would be a age, difference. So that's how students will be given their characters and students, because when it comes to a drama, there are various types of characters, right? So when accordingly the characters gets distributed, even the students are allowed to choose. So age is not a bar when it comes to drama. First. Secondly, the teacher, when she divides the characters, when the child is comfortable, the child chooses the characters and performs. Also in this room, when the teacher is observing them, if children show spark for direction, The teacher starts training them on direction. The teacher starts having them handy the character, the acting and the directing. Both the child starts learning in the classroom. If the child is only showcasing body movement, a lot of body movement, these children learn mime much better. If a child is good at speech, exclusive of speech, then these children, they learn the voice quality, the speech activities faster. That is how everybody benefits in the class, and age is not a criteria. So if that is something that is on the mind, and when I say 20 students, because a drama will require those many people. And if we have any drama scripts that we are performing with lesser number of characters, still there is a lot of other activities in that particular drama that the children are doing. It's not only being on the stage, it's also understanding the stage, it's also directing the stage, it's also writing the script, so on and so forth. So drama is an overall speech, writing, delivering of the lines, and facing the audience, thinking, what different can be presented, bringing ideas to the floor. All these areas they will be trained to explore. Because if I tell and you do, then it is not something that you learn through drama or theater. We guide and you do. We guide and you come up with something unique. We have a script. Every character can be played as per the child's choice. So if a character is given, we will give, okay, this is how the character is, but the child can bring variation into it. Like when we do, we have, now we're going to have a competition called Shakespeare Slam, which is an inter-school competition, and in which schools are participating. Students are going to perform Shakespearean plays. Now, when the schools are choosing the script and giving it, we have directors, student directors who are directing the script. The students are coming with unique ways. The character is, the play is the same, or maybe 2 to 3 schools are presenting the same play, maybe, and the characters would be the same, but the way they get presented on the stage. So if you even sit in the auditorium and you're observing them, the same play, the same character, is presented in 3 different ways, because the director thinks differently, and that is how they bring change to the character, to the whole nuance, that's happening there. And even the character sometimes gets enriched with what the director has visualized that can happen on stage. So that's where we require a set of students where we can create this on stage. With a lesser number, it's not possible. And with more number, it becomes a crowd. Hence, we close the batch with 20 students.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. So now I was waiting for this question from long, and finally parents have come up with this question, and I'm so happy. Varsha, I would like you to address this question. So now Bagley, Miss Prisha Bid, Nikita Jaisinghani, Reena Tiwari, and Miss Reena Tiwari, and Mr. Pushkar Inamdar, they all have similar pattern of question, that how this classes will be different from what we conduct in the school. So I was actually expecting this question and I was waiting for it. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you for all those who asked this question. Thank you so much. Because that's again awareness of what's happening. And okay, see, the Helen O'Grady speech and drama program is different than the theater program. The speech and drama program is for all students. Okay. And all the students, because we do full school programs, so in that all the students participate. It's more of a skill development program where skills of the future century, collaboration, communication, confidence is instilled in the students. So when students have something like, we come across with parents saying, my child is shy, he doesn't speak or she doesn't speak on stage. My child has somewhere my child wants to say ma'am, but he doesn't want to come ahead and say, or that also that they term it as shy, or sometimes they feel my child doesn't like to answer things, something like that. All such vague things happen. So in a speech and drama program, all the students are made to say the speeches, all the students are made to perform, all the students are on stage, and all the students are doing group activities. So there is whole class improvisations. There are I would say group speeches. So everybody is a part of it, and student experience, so many students doing it. So when I say something and I experience you say something, I'm learning from your experience as well. That is speech and drama. It is more about using tools of drama to enhance the speech, enhance the confidence of all the students. It's for all. The theater program is for select students who want to experience stage. When I say stage, it can be elocutions, it can be debates, it can be performing on stage, it can be mime, it can be speaking, giving speeches. So if your student likes to be on stage, if the student likes to interact with an audience, the student wants to be in people, wants to speak, wants people to hear him out or her out, then theater is for those specific students. Speech and drama is for everyone. All of them can attend because it is overall skill development program. And theater is going specific, bringing people who are wanting to interact mostly with the audience. Also, through the theater program, I would say one more thing which we do not does not come with the speech and drama is the Trinity certification if you want to take it. So after the theater program, if you want to say like, okay, my child, I want a Trinity certification, then there is an extra fee charged by the Trinity. That is what you pay. And the child is already covering the hours of training in the theater program. We are covering the hours of training and the child can attempt the Trinity certification. So that is where the theater difference comes in. And theater difference, as I said, if you have your thinking, my child likes to stand up and teach, like we say, she or he is going to become a teacher. That also is facing the audience. Or if you like to say like my student just likes to participate into debates, that is standing on the stage. That is theater. So if I'm doing a debate, I should be sticking to my point. My body language has to speak. When I'm speaking in my words, where do I stress? What are my stress words? What should be my pitch? What should be the pace of my speaking so that it creates that impact? This detailing happens in theater program. Yeah, I hope I answered. If you still have any questions forward to this, you please connect to us over the phone, or I would actually request you all to come for the demo session, experience it yourself and understand how intricate the activities are and how it helps the students in these areas of thinking and growing. Thank you. Any more questions, Vishali?
Not yet, but we can wait for 2-3 minutes more. Parents, if you have any queries, please put it in the chat box. Trisha and Kyra's parent, I guess, they are asking that teachers are same for this program. Whoever is teaching in the school, are they the same for the program? So, Varsha.
Okay. The teachers that come to the school themselves are theater artists. They already are working in theater. They are theater qualified. Okay. Those are the teachers we send to the school. So the senior most ones who already is into theater and working there are the teachers who are going to be here for the theater program. When teachers come to the school, there are two categories of teachers that we send to the school. One who's good at language, who can train children on speech. One who's good on theater nuances and can teach the tools of drama to the students. That is where we collaborate them. In theater, the focus is theater. So my walk on the stage, my body movement, my level on the stage, all these observations are critical. Hence, the teacher who is theater trained and will observe small areas on stage is the one who's going to be placed here.
We have one more question by Ms. Lavina Kateja. When is the demo session? So if you can just show the screen again so they can take a screenshot, because there are some more people who joined in. So they can just get our details as well. Yeah, also Prisha Bede and Reena Tiwari, you have asked that that kid has then anything more that they will learn. And one more, Nikita Jaisinghani also said, is this you will be teaching in the similar way for those who have enrolled for SAP activity? So there will be difference in curriculum. Okay, whatever we are teaching in the classroom and in this particular session, because as we said, there will be plays will be presented in quarterly, as Varsha already mentioned. So we will be aiming towards that plays. We will be aiming development towards the play that they are presenting. So the curriculum will be completely different than what they are learning in the classroom. Am I right, Varsha? Correct me if I...
Yes, the curriculum is completely different. This is more play-centric, whereas what we do in school is development-centric. Okay, there students should know, if I'm speaking to somebody at a distance, what should be the way I throw my voice when we are doing it in the school. Here, it is not about how do I throw my voice. It is about, if I am the particular character, where am I? What am I doing? Who am I? Like, you know, and then understanding the whole and then presenting my character. I have to be aware of what character am I playing. So it is more character specific. It will be more location specific. It will go more into detailing, because here we will be spending time on building the character. Whereas in school, we do not spend time on building the character when we are doing the speech and drama, because there it is not about character building. It is more about learning, development, learning the communication part through the SAP activities. SAP activities contribute to the overall personality growth of the students and all the students, as I said. Here it is more about detailing the emotion. It is more about detailing the expression. It is more about detailing the voice. So it is more detailed that we do in theater. So the curriculum is completely different. And because it is different, I would say the detailing area is where the students will work more. It is not that we tell them, okay, this is the character. We tell them, this is the situation. This is what we are playing. How can we develop it? And that is where I had said the students will contribute a lot, and then they will perform on it. So there's a lot of brainstorming that this session asks for.
Okay, we have one more question by Mr. Pushkar Inamdar. Can't it be planned immediately after the school time? Sir, I think for this, we'll have to talk to management. For now, the timing is confirmed 4:30 to 5:30. So again, I'll reiterate that let's catch up on Thursday, 4:30 to 5:30. Meanwhile, I'll definitely put this forward, what you're requesting, because when we conducted PTM at that time, also 2-3 parents, they came up with this idea that if we can plan it immediately after school. So, sir, on this question, yeah, one more. I mean, Queen Trisha, Princess Kyra's parent, they are also saying, please, yes, please plan after the school. Okay, so we will put it forward. Suma ma'am is also there. We'll put it forward and we'll get back on Thursday on this, right? There is one more question. How many total sessions are there in a year? By Miss Prisha Bid. So there will be 30 sessions planned throughout the year. Okay.
Yes, and this does not have holidays. Like, you know, every week the session will happen.
Yes.
Unless it's a major festival or something. And again, that session we will try to compensate immediately. So this will be different again. It is like irrespective of the vacations or anything, the classes will be on. Every week we will have a class.
Okay, so any more questions? Or shall we conclude?
Yes, ma'am, I think we have answered all the queries of the parents. So thank you, Varsha ma'am and Vrushali ma'am, for giving such a wonderful insight about the after school program. So parents, if you have any queries, you may kindly contact on the number we have already displayed. So please spread a word amongst your friends and family circle. So that is not only for CP Goenka School, we have kept it open for everyone. So kindly get in touch with us. Please attend the demo session, which is on Thursday, 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. So we will be answering all the queries, and whatever decision has to be taken on the timings, we'll come into a consensus and decide on the same. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, Varsha ma'am and
Thank you.
Vrushali ma'am
Thank
for
you.
this session.
Ma'am, can I mention something?
Yes, ma'am.
I would
please.
like to thank all the parents for they have attended throughout, and I must say that thank you so much for the questions that you have asked, because that is what is our take back of this session, that yes, you guys are were there, and thank you so much for being so patient. Also, this program is not just for children; this is for adults as well. So please do not think that this is for children. Okay, so in the mentioned time, we can form batches and adults can also come. This is for youth as well. So yeah, thank you so much.
Yes. So if you are a parent, you can come with your child. Let the child be in one batch, you be in the other, and be a part of it. Experience theater, and feel the fulfillment of the characters that are on stage.
Theater is
Thank
for
you so
everyone.
much. Yeah. Thank you so much. In fact, yeah, as Vrushali said, the questions really, are motivators, because when you ask questions, that is where we know that, okay, people are listening and they want to know more, and that is a motivation. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Suma ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Thank you.